All right, you want a twist? I got one for you. Actually, I got 12 for you. Popular DNA's twisted. Simple concept. So let's start off with the king twist. Camera. It's a twist of angel share, because it's not exactly angel share. If you smell them back to back, clearly they're different. The camera has a lot more cinnamon. The angel share is boozy in a different way. Both of them are beautiful, but camera is much more cinnamon. And when I smell this type of cinnamon in other fragrances, I immediately say, oh, camera. Like Reserve Privé has a similar cinnamon. Royal Blend Nero is also camera. You would smell Royal Blend and say, oh yeah, it's angel share. Royal Blend Nero is camera. Two distinct scent profiles. And I love the little twist. I love cinnamon. But anyways, moving on. Oh, there's a nice little twist. It's like a layering combo already pre-layered for you. Green Irish Tweed and Aventus in the same bottle. Le Parfait, the fragrance, not the ice cream. For guys, magnetic cap. And not only is the cap magnetic, you could use it as a little Nightwing thrower or something. Very versatile. But beautiful fragrance. I would say it's at least 70% Green Irish Tweed over the Aventus. It's not like a 50-50 down the middle. But for me, that's perfect. I much prefer Green Irish Tweed than Aventus. But actually, the two of them together, really wonderful. Very manly. You pretty much smell like the boss when you're wearing this. If a guy walked by me wearing this, I would assume he is in charge of whatever it is in life he does. That would be my assumption, because that's what this smells like. The boss. So another twist on Green Irish Tweed that I love. Here we have a twist on Scandal and BR540. You could say it's a twist on either of them. Yeah, to me, I get an orangey baccarat. That's what this is to me. Antonio flipping Zorro Banderas, the icon, attitude. On the bottle it says, success is an attitude. Well, all right. To me, this is exactly what I picture Zorro smelling like. I'm pretty sure they called him up and they said, all right, Antonio, it's time for your new fragrance. What do you want to do? He's like, you know what? I'm wearing this thing right now. It's Jean Paul Gaultier. Randall, Flandel, I forgot what it's called. I'll send you a picture. And my wife wears a lot of baccarat. And they're like, that's genius, Antonio. And then boom, attitude is born. So it's a nice little twist. And I like it. The next twist I like is you twisting your little fingers and hitting that like button, that subscribe button, please. Trying to get to 1900 flipping billion subscribers by the time I'm done sipping my iced coffee here. And I can't do it without you. There is no me without you. I need you and I love you. I appreciate you. Let's keep it moving. Next one. Speaking of coffee, Art d'Abstracto. It's a Born in Roma Intense. I have a little sample right in front of me with a little hit of coffee in there. And they're not exactly the same fragrance. I would say maybe 70% Born in Roma Intense with a coffee twist, and then I don't know, another like 10% just generic designer. It smells wonderful. It smells really nice. I would say this was one, though, that needs a nice month of rematriculation. I feel like the first time or two that I sprayed it, I was just like, yeah, all right, whatever. But now every time I spray it, and especially when I smell it out of the atomizer, smells real nice. Actually, I think this is going to be my scent of the day today. I'm putting this off to the side. You are the scent. You know what? I'll just spray you on right now. Let's do it. All right. That one's a nice little twist. Next one here. Oh, yeah. So, you want a little twist of By the Fireplace? Well, maybe you don't, but I have one for you. And no, it's not Amir Al Oud Intense Oud, even though I think it's more of an inspo of Amir Al Oud Intense Oud, what I'm about to show you. With a twist, though. Capri? A riff? Not only is this bottle literally beautiful, I love it. To me, it smells like By the Fireplace with a citrus pop. Citrusy By the Fireplace. Or citrusy Amir Al Oud Intense Oud, Oud spelled differently. And I think it's great. Smoky, a little sugary, and this got a little bit of citrus in there. That's the only way I can describe it. I might be wrong. Not too many people have smelled this yet, but when I smell this, that's the vibe I get. Today, it's smelling a tiny bit more feminine, but overall, yeah. Citrusy, By the Fireplace, and it's a very interesting twist. All right, next one up. One of the most flippin' inspo scent profiles. But twisted. Edition 1, arm off. But to me, this is fierce with a grapefruity manly twist. It's not just straight up 2002 fierce. It's like almost that with a hit of Tarafi Blue. Really nice. When I first got it, I was just expecting fierce. And then I smelled it and I was like, oh no, a little bit more of a fruity, citrusy, grapefruity fierce. And I like it. So if you want a little twist on the DNA, there you go. Next one up, we're only gonna talk about it for a second because the bottle is OCD triggering and we just talked about it recently. The Blue Sapphire, it's basically Eros, but to me it's a little bit fresher. So it's a little bit more versatile, a little bit more aromatic. You can wear it in a little bit more situation. So the twist on that one is just that it's a little bit brighter, a little bit airier. But the scent profile is pretty similar, so no need to harp on that one too much. And this next one is more of a mashup one. It's not necessarily a twist, but ornament. This is a Sod Bourbon and Ansam Silver, which I'll bring in the frame right now because you could also include Ansam Silver, which is just a wonderful mashup of like 19 different designer fragrances. But the ornament's a very similar vibe. A nice little mashup of actually there's little hits of the King in there. Stronger With You. A lot of the winter delicious treats, but also a little fresher, a little bit more aromatic. This scent profile is actually beautiful. It's just in such an ugly bottle bottle, so I'm sure they don't sell any units. If it was in a much nicer bottle, it would do really well. But these two walk a very similar line. A bunch of designers just all mashed into one bottle that just smell beautiful. Not necessarily a twist, but more of a mashup on those two that I love. And here's a twist that I don't like. Zanzibar. In my mind, they were going for Invictus Victory Elixir. It's just so coconutty. Like, I don't mind the way it smells out of the atomizer, and I don't mind the way it smells in the air, but on my skin, it goes into cardboard oat milk. And although I do not like Invictus Victory Elixir, that kind of goes in a funny little coconutty way also. It doesn't really go cardboardy. This one goes in a funny little cardboard way on my skin that I don't like. So to me, it's Invictus Victory Elixir twisted with cardboard. So I don't like that one. But I know some of you like it. Oh, this little twist right here, real nice. Savage, spelled with a U, said all fancy, mixed with Dylan Blue. Odyssey, wild one. And for a while, I avoided this one because I'm like, oh, whatever. Savage, spelled with a U, said all fancy. Who cares? Got 20 of those. But then I got this and I was like, okay, yeah, it is a wonderful, clean, delicious Fougere Barbershop mixed with a blue. You could definitely get little hints of Dylan Blue, a bunch of fragrances that walk a similar line, kind of twisted in here. I would still say it's at least 80 to 85% Savage, spelled with a U, said all fancy. But it does have that nice little twist in there. And that's the whole point of the video. And that to me makes this a little bit of a surprise and a little bit more wearable. Although Fougere is pretty wearable, it could sometimes go a little uncly. And Wild One can go a little uncly too, but I feel like the dash of blue, I don't know, makes it a tiny bit more modern. And the last one up for the big time ballers right here, Gucci Guilty Pour Homme. Even though I got this on the little Amazon little spring sale for 44 bucks. And it smells wonderful. To me, I'm not gonna say it's a twist on Versace Pour Homme, like that's what they were going for, like it's an Armaf or something, no. But that's the only way I could personally describe it. To me, it's vanilla Versace Pour Homme. So delicious, wonderful, clean laundry with this beautiful little hint of vanilla on it. And I love it. I love it. The only thing I don't love is that I literally feel like it fades into the ether almost immediately. So hopefully after a month or two of rematriculation, it'll get a little stronger, or I'll have to find something I could layer it with to really make it pop. But in terms of scent profile, it's beautiful. And possibly if you work in a super strict Karen-filled environment, well, there's a fragrance you could spray on. You could enjoy it on the ride over, and then by the time you get to the office, it's kind of slowly fading away, and just you'll get little mini wafts of it, but you'd have to reapply if you really want to go through the experience again. But for that type of situation, which is possible, I know a bunch of you write me that you work in Karen-filled office environments, and I feel for you, I truly do. This could be one that you could put on your radar, especially if you find it in that $40 range like me. I mean, hello, wonderful. But again, like in terms of scent profile, I think it's beautiful, and the only way I could describe it is a vanilla twist on Versace Pour Homme. So let me know some of your favorite twists down below. I will look into them. If I don't have it and it sounds like a good twist, I will buy it. And I appreciate every single one of you. And if this video made you smile, which I hope it did, please hit all those buttons because that would make me smile. We didn't really go on any tangents today. We kept it short and sweet. So be sure to give that little like button a short, sweet poke too. I'd appreciate it. And I love every single one of you. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Blessings all around. I appreciate you, and bye for now, baby.